Shabbat Shalom from Temple Concord. This week we celebrate Yom HaAtzmaut, Israel's Independence Day. And we also read Torah portion Kedoshim, which is holiness. And most of us in our minds would love to connect Israel with holiness. And in fact, when we visit Israel, often a real sense of holiness comes over us when we stand at the Kotel, at the Western Wall, or when we travel through that ancient land and realize our connections to it. But if we're going to be honest, we also know that our modern minds don't always feel so holy when we look at some of the political discussions going on there and the decisions being made. And so it becomes a real wrestling match. Is it the holiness that wins, or is it the humanity that wins? The Torah portion pushes us to aim for the holy and to say, "You shall be holy because I, the Lord your God, am holy." When it comes to Israel, for me, it isn't always that the country needs to be holy, but it needs to be striving for holiness. I can accept that Israel makes mistakes just as I accept that I make mistakes. And I can accept that I won't always agree with Israel's government's decisions any more than I'll always agree with Americans' government's decisions. But is the pursuit of holiness what's at heart? And for me, that's the piece of Israel that's extraordinary. When I walk the streets of Jerusalem, I feel the holiness of generations of Jews who prayed facing that city, who looked to that city for a connection with each other and with the Almighty. When I walk through the back roads and the backwoods of Israel, I think of how that land has held us together and the holiness that that land has inspired in each of us and our daily activities. None of us are perfect, and Israel isn't perfect. But the question of holiness helps us elevate ourselves and Israel so that we can aim for the good, so that we can aim for a more holy life. I hope you'll join us as we celebrate Yom HaAtzmaut as a community Thursday evening at Temple Adat Yeshurun. Believe beginning at 6 o'clock p.m. A wonderful evening for us all to come together to celebrate Israel. Shabbat services Friday evening will be at 6 o'clock. Friday evening the band will be playing, so it should be lots of fun. Saturday morning services are at 11, preceded of course by Torah study at 10. Sunday is Mother's Day, so we don't have religious school. Saturday we have a religious school program here, a Shabbaton called Mitzvah Palooza, where we can learn about how to do wonderful mitzvot in our world. And so we encourage everyone to attend the Shabbaton and to be a part of it. And then to go celebrate all the moms in the world and all of those who nurture us and give us love. And so I hope that Mother's Day is a wonderful day for all of us. Next week, of course, all the usual activities going on at the temple. As we mark the 71st anniversary of the establishment of the State of Israel, let us turn back to this question of holiness and push ourselves and our Israeli cousins to aim for an ever-holy existence, an existence that recognizes the sanctity of all human beings and the holiness of that land for all of us. Shabbat Shalom for now. Look forward to seeing you at the temple.